Can we watch the 4-minute Sam time video? We can check that out, and I think we'll end it there. Someone post it here? Yes, this one. Microsoft reacts to the new Steam machine. What do you mean Steam machine? That's an Xbox. What do you mean? That's an Xbox.
Whoa, guys! Valve just released a new Steam machine that can run a bunch of the PC games and applications without installing Windows or Xbox.
Yeah, but it's an Xbox. It's an Xbox. It plays Xbox games, therefore it's an Xbox.
Come on! What did we do to Valve's CEO to deserve this? Well, except blue screen his whole award speech.
That's what I get for working at Microsoft.
Ah, we're in trouble. Oh, hi there.
Hi, Sam.
I'm Sam Tucker. From the company that used to be the best at gaming, and now we're the best at laming.
Copilot is your everyday AI companion.
As you may have heard recently, that Valve have just announced their all-new Steam machine.
Woo!
The console computer that can play a bunch of PC games on Steam. But I have to
Xbox. This is an Xbox. I love their marketing. Like they're basically just saying we don't actually care about the console market anymore. I would be very surprised if they even make another console, or if they do, it's not literally just a PC.
say that Microsoft is not at all worried, because when it comes to PC games, people would rather play their games on Windows. Yeah. And of course, when it comes to consoles, if people want to play our iconic Xbox franchises, well then they can just go and play on PlayStation. God, who's making our decisions?
This is exactly what I'm saying. Microsoft is realizing there's no reason to be making a console. They are sort of shifting it. Microsoft is shifting into the direction of Sega and Atari, but for a very different reason. Sega did it because no one was buying their fucking consoles, and they were poor. Microsoft is doing it because no one is buying their consoles, but they have a shitload of money, so you might as well put it everywhere.
Starting with the visuals, the new Steam machine looks a bit like a squished down Xbox Series X console. It's available in black, although...
Do you think it's a bad idea if the concept of consoles just becomes a pre-built PC with custom UIs? I don't think it's a bad thing. I think for the customer, exclusives are bad. See, the problem with the console, the modern consoles, is the only one offering value is Nintendo, right? Because think back like this, right? When the PS1 came out, it was a CD player. When the PS2 came out, it was a DVD player. When the PS3 came out, it was a Blu-ray player. When the DS came out, handheld clamshell thing. When the Wii came out, it was motion controls. When the Switch came out, it was portable. When the Switch 2 came out, it was also portable. They actually didn't make a second console. It was the same thing. But with the PS5, the Xbox, they are basically PCs already. They are x86 powered machines. They are effective. Like, the Xbox is literally running a fork of Windows. There's not really a reason for them to actually exist. The only thing is that consoles, for now at least, are the only way to have physical media for games. I don't think we're gonna have physical media for the PS6. I think there is a really high chance that it's either gonna be phased out. Like, I think the main console they're gonna have will be a digital console. I legitimately do think, like, next gen is going to be the death of physical media. If not the death, it's certainly going to be, like, it's certainly going to put it on life support. Because I'm sure Nintendo would fucking love to get rid of physical media. Basically, the only reason Nintendo still has physical media is they are using it as DRM. That's basically the existence of the new Switch carts. They're basically like a physical DRM. I think if physical media is going to stick around, that's probably the only reason it's going to stick around for. Also, like GameStop, EB Games, all these the stores that were selling games, they're basically dead, right? Funko's going out of business soon. What the fuck is GameStop gonna sell? They're not gonna sell video games. What the fuck? What, you're gonna sell more t-shirts? There's nothing stopping digital games from. Yeah, there's nothing stopping them. Of course, we have that on PC.
You may have seen it in red with wood paneling on the front, or heck, even an e-ink screen on.
Oh, speaking of the Steam Machine, did you see JSORX? They already have some fun things announced. JSORX is doing it. They're selling the LED and e-ink displays. I think they have one other one as well. But yeah, they're literally selling them. So
On there, giving you system details. And that's
System
because
D?
it's going to have custom front plates, just like we used to do. Whereas now, if you want a slightly sparklier Xbox, it costs an extra $150. Geez, that's as much as an Apple sock. The Steam Machine also has
that's also a really stupid product.
a light bar at the bottom that can show things like sleep status and download progress, which is another thing they stole from us. Except our Xbox didn't light up to show you features, it lit up to show you it's broken. And it told you that a lot.
I found out there was actually a way that people were fixing the Xboxes that red ringed. Apparently, so what happened is like a solder joint melted. And apparently, if you like wrapped the console in a blanket and then overheated it again, sometimes that would actually melt the solder and have it go back in the right location. Yeah, you'd bake it. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. So you could basically melt the solder back into where it should have been. How does that work? I don't know, but apparently it did. Let me see if I can find an example. Baking an Xbox 360 red ring. Like this was like an actual thing. This is not not a meme. Like people, and look, if your console's fucking dead anyway, you might as well try it.
If you open up the Steam Machine, you'll notice it takes standard RAM modules that you can upgrade yourself.
So dim, technically not standard RAM, but yeah, sure. It's the other Linus.
And you can upgrade the SSD easy.
You can.
As it's right there on the bottom. Whereas with
and it actually fit. It's running
you can upgrade the SSD easy. As it's right there.
It's running a small chip. You can actually fit a full size NVMe drive in here, which is really cool.
On the bottom. Whereas with our Xbox, you either got to pull the entire thing apart,
2230.
Pull another $150 out your wallet to get the expansion card. Hey, if it's good enough for PlayStation 1, it's good enough for us. Looking at the controller, it seems as big as our Mighty Duke, but with more features. With 2 integrated touchpads, back buttons, and the joysticks have advanced TMR, or
advanced, also known as what should have been the standard about a decade ago, but no, none of the fucking companies wanted to spend the extra couple of cents to put them in their fucking controllers. It wasn't until companies like 8BitDo came along and started doing it that finally, if the PS6 comes out and it doesn't have TMR sticks, I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
tunneling magnet testosterone,
Yeah.
which gives it better accuracy and durability than usual. Plus, it has a rechargeable internal lithium-ion battery included, instead of our controllers that take AA's, or $25.
That's one of the things I like about my Xbox controller. It's actually, my Xbox controller is actually really light because I've never put batteries in it. I've literally never put a battery in this thing. So it's a super light controller. It's actually very pleasant to hold.
Whichever you choose. Whew, good lord, we don't sell the Xbox Series X, we sell the Xbox Series sold separately. But by far the scariest thing of all is that since its software SteamOS runs on Linux, the Cube can be used as a normal computer too. So people won't even need a Windows machine. And if Valve starts supporting SteamOS on other computers, then there goes our way of life. Copilot, what can we do?
Don't worry about it. I got you. Here's a design I made for a brand new Xbox.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. We fired everyone for this? The all-new Gabe Cube from Valve. You can play any game on it, except the one you want. Subscribe today. Wow, we got Steam.
On that note, regarding Half-Life, people have been doing some data mining, and they have spotted something known as Half-Life X. What that is unclear. Honestly, my guess is I don't think it's going to be a Half-Life 3. If I was to guess anything for what Half-Life X could be, I would guess like a Source 2 Half-Life remake. I think that's a far more likely thing. Or maybe a Half-Life 2 remake or something. I know people have spotted that Portal 2 looked a little bit weird in the demo. So maybe they're working on a Portal 2 remake. Like, that's also possible. Because we've had, like, Portal RTX, things like that. So if they did a Portal 2 remake, I don't think people would complain, right? Watch it be Dota 3.